letter Sienna. It's an Aboriginal anagram. The Aborigines like to make anagrams out of names, so I thought we'd have a little bit of fun tonight. That's my phone number up there. The funniest anagram, anyone can text through to my phone or get bought a beer. I'm here by default, really. I'm actually out on police bail. I was in a long-term relationship, 12 years, with the girl of my dreams. And one day the shit hit the fan. She found all my homemade porn I've been making behind her back. And she wasn't very pleased, to say the least. She trashed my house, she burnt my car, ripped up all my clothes. My cat, my lovely kitty, died. I think she poisoned it. She changed her job, changed all her phone numbers. I think she even dyed her hair to change the way she looked. She'll be back. But until she did, I thought I'd try a bit of internet dating. So I tried some of the local chicks, but you get a lot of fat people that don't get out much, believe me. So I thought, I know, I'll go international. Why not? So I got on the internet, and there was two sites that interested me. One was called Ties R Us. And I thought, Thai girls, yeah. I can get a couple of them, give them a ping pong ball, they can play all night, you know. But I thought, no, let's try this one, Russian brides, yeah. And before I knew it, I was talking to this girl called Lara from Siberia. And over the next few weeks, we really got to know each other. Then I started to call her, her English was good, and she invited me out to meet her. So I thought, fuck it, I'm off. And I headed off to Siberia. Well, when I got there, it was love at first sight. And I thought she was really nice as well. But I was twice her age, and I was a bit worried about her folks because, like, they were a little bit younger than me. So after a few days of staying in her pad, I thought that I would go and see her father and ask him for permission to marry his daughter, but I was very, very nervous. I gently knocked upon his door. He invited me in, and I said, Igor. Well, with that, he put his finger to my lips, and he said, listen, this is Kalashnikov rifle. If you don't marry my daughter, I blow your fucking brains out. So I thought, well, he's given me his blessing. So I married her. I actually married the girl there and then. Why not, eh? In Russia, you can do that sort of thing. My problems really started on the journey home. We was on the plane together, going back to Oz, and somewhere over Berlin, I gazed into her eyes, and I said, darling, this is a new beginning for both of us. A blank canvas in which to start our lives together. But I was getting a little bit bored, so I said, listen, how about joining the Mile High Club? Oh, she was right up for it. So I said, listen, I'll go down to the toilet, you come down in a couple of minutes. Everything was going to plan. There's a little knock on the door. I looked around to see if the trolley dollies were watching. No, pulled her in, and we made sweet love somewhere over Dresden. I was fantastic, and she wasn't mad either. We wouldn't have got caught, but there's a smoke detector in there, and we had to light up afterwards. Julian Clary's boyfriend knocked the door down. I still got my kicks around my ankles. So, I'm stuck here in sunny Britain where they've dropped us off waiting for my case to come up. Would you like to meet the missus? Yeah! Come over here, darling. Say hello to the folks.
Hi, my name is Lara. I'm from Russia. You know, in my town, all of the football teams, they gave me a nickname.
What's that, darling?
Lokomotiv Moscow.
Lokomotiv Moscow? Was that your favourite soccer team?
No, they said I go like a train.
Oh dear. Can't wait for to meet my folks. I think you better go and sit down, darling. I know we should have gone for those Thai girls. I saw something on the news the other day. Girls from Eastern Europe are often lured to countries like Britain with the promise of a great career and a fantastic job and lots of money, only to find that when they get here, they've been duped. And they're chained to a bed in a room somewhere, they don't know where they are, they're fed drugs and shit like that, and they're made to have sex with up to 20 men a night. And then when they're burnt out at the tender age of 19 or 20, they're dumped on the street in a land they don't know, with a language they don't understand. It's got to be better than communism, no? I've got to just say that Lara has just gone on a very strict diet, and I'm right behind her on this, except for one thing. She won't even swallow anymore. Something else I saw on the news which is very interesting. The police have just come up with a new device for catching prostitutes. I don't know if you saw that, did you? It's kind of like a breathalyzer test, but it's shaped like a penis. And when they think they found someone, they get her to blow into it as hard as they can, and if her sperm count is more than 10 million, she's going down. And not in the way she'd hoped. Something that's fascinating is the royal family, I think, and Lara came up with an interesting point the other day. She doesn't really understand what role they play in Britain. She said to me, "Billy, what happens if the Queen presses the red button by mistake?" I said, "My darling, if the Queen presses the red button by mistake, somebody wipes her ass before she's had a shit." But it also got me thinking that she's obviously got someone to wipe her ass for her. She's got servants for everything. And being the Queen's ass wiper isn't such a bad job, is it? I mean, her poo smells like lavender. Everyone knows that. But then I thought, well, I don't really like that idea, because why should they have the lavender poo? This is the 21st century. Why can't we all have lavender poo? Can I just see a show of hands, please? Who wants lavender poo? Yeah, that's quite a few of you. Because I figure that while I'm here, I'm actually going to get a petition going, and I'm going to go down the street, and I'm going to see the Prime Minister, Margaret Thatcher. She's still in charge, right? And I'm going to demand that the scientists here give everybody purple poo. And here is the petition. It's called Purple Poo for the People petition. And it says here, "We the undersigned demand that the British government allow the commoners of the Commonwealth access to the science that will enable everyone, not just the royal family, to have lavender-smelling poo." Okay? I'd like to hand this round, and I'll come and collect it later. And I promise you, I will be going there. So, the Queen's servants. And you know, what I thought must be the absolute bollocks job in the world is to be the Queen's gynaecologist. Can you imagine that? You've got her just where you want her. And I figured he might fancy bettering his career. He might have a little hobby or something, and he might even fancy himself as being the next poet laureate. And while he's looking at her pussy, he might try a few things. "Mom, can I just say how good your pussy is looking today?" "Yeah, thank you very much." "Actually, Mom, I wrote a poem about your pussy. May I?" "Go ahead then." "I am the Queen's gynaecologist, and you won't believe what I see whilst peering at Your Majesty bending on one knee."